morning, welcome back to my Hammond Family Fun. I just woke up, by the way. I'm going to do my read aloud, day 7 immediately. So when I wake up, because I'm going to be very, very busy today. So, in the last one, we read about the 3 bad kittens, and one was chubby, and one was normal, and he broke all his buttons. If you haven't watched day 6 yet, go watch yesterday's video. Now let's go. The Tale of Jemima and Puddle-Duck. So there's the duck. I'm in a new room, by the way. I'm in the back room. No. We have a fox involved. I'm the gingerbread boy. Run, run, run. As fast as you can. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. He's pretty fast. What a funny sight to see the broad brood of ducklings with a hen. Listen to the story of Jemima Puddle-Duck, who was annoyed the farmer's wife and would not let her hatch her own eggs. So they're with the hens, but they're about to battle. Like, teams on this side and the teams on the other side, and then with the girl in the middle, go, and then they battle. His sister-in-law, Mrs. Rebecca Puddle-Duck, was perfectly willing to leave the hatching to someone else. I have not the patience to sit on a nest for 28 days, and no more have you, Jemima. You would let them cold. You know you would. I wish I hatched my own eggs. I will hatch them all by myself, quacked Jemima Puddle-Duck. See, they're arguing about, oh, you're not going to do this. She tried to hide her eggs, but they were always found and carried off. Jemima Puddle-Duck became more desperate. She determined to make a nest right away from the farm. So there's the boy, I guess, finding her eggs. She set off along a fine spring afternoon along the cart road that led over the hill. She was wearing a shell and poke bonnet. There they are talking about her outfit. When she reached the top of the hill, she saw a wood in the distance. She thought, that it looked like a safe, quiet spot. There she is, still wearing her hat and bonnet. Jemima Puddle-Duck was not much in the habit of flying. She ran downhill a few yards, flapping her shout, and then she jumped up into the air. There she is, running as fast as she can. She flew beautifully when she got its turn. She skimmed along over the treetops until she saw an open place in the middle of the woods. When the tree was brushed wood and had been cleared. She is flying, I guess. Jemima alighted rather heavily and began to waddle about in search of a convenient dry nesting place. She rather fancied a tree amongst some tall foxgloves. But seated upon the stump, she was startled to find an elegantly dressed gentleman reading a newspaper. She had black prickly ears and sandy-colored whiskers. "Quack," said Jemima Puddle-Duck, with her head and her bonnet on one side. "Quack." You see the fox's ears in the background. The gentleman raised his eyes above the newspaper and looked fiercely at Jemima. "Madam, have you lost your way?" he said. He had the long bushy tail, which meant he was sitting upon a stump with someone down. Jemima thought him mighty civil and handsome. She explained that she had not lost her way, but she was trying to find some confident, dry nesting place. Here, she's talking to the fox. He's reading a newspaper. It almost looks like he's on the toilet, but I know he isn't. He's just sitting down. "Ah, is that so? Indeed," said the gentleman with sandy whiskers, looking curiously at Jemima. He folded up the newspaper and put it in his coat tail pocket. Jemima complained, a super furious hen. "Indeed, how interesting. I wish I could meet with that foe. I would teach it to mind its own business." There they are. The fox is standing up. Whenever there's a fox in the story, foxes are sneaky. So, but as to the nest, there is still no difficulty. I have a sack full of feathers in my woodshed. "No, my dear madam, there will be nobody's way. You may sit there as long as you like," said the bushy, long-tailed gentleman. He led the way in a very retired, dismal-looking house amongst the foxgloves. It was built out of faggots and turf. There were no broken pails, one on top of another, by the way of a chimney. There, look at that house. Looks like a hay house. "This is my summer rooster, since you would not find my earth once its house." "So convenient," said the hospital gentleman. There was a tumble-down shed at the back house, made of soap boxes. The gentleman opened the door and showed Jemima in. So look at that fox's face. He looks like a sneaky-eyed fox. The shed was almost quite full of feathers. It was almost suffocating, but it was comfortable and very soft. Jemima Puddle-Duck was rather surprised to find such a vast quantity of feathers, but it was very comfortable, and she made a nest without any trouble at all. There she is, sitting in her nest. Looks like nothing's happening yet between the fox. When she came out, the sunny whispered gentleman was sitting on a log reading the newspaper. At least he had spread it out, but he was looking over the top of it. He was so polite that he seemed almost sorry to let Jemima go home for the night. He promised to take good care of her nest until she came back again the next day. "Oh, no, I don't like that." And she said he left the eggs and ducklings. He should be proud to see a fine nest full in his woodshed. There, the fox reading. Like we are doing right now. We are reading. Jemima Puddle-Duck came every afternoon. She laid 9 eggs in the nest. They were greeny, white, and very large. The foxy gentleman admired them easily. He used to turn them over and count when Jemima was not there. At least Jemima told him that he indeed began to watch the next day, and I will bring a bag of corn with me, so that I never leave my nest until the eggs are hatched. "They might catch a cold," said the gentleman. What happened to his clothes? He has no clothes on anymore. So there he is, counting the eggs. "Madam, I beg you not any trouble with your bag. I will provide oats, but before you can call my interest necessity, I am dead to give you a treat. Let's have a dinner party all to ourselves. May I ask you to bring some herbs from the far garden to make yours? Egg and gluten, mint, and some parsley. I will provide lard for the stuffed lard for the omelet." To the hospital gentleman with sandy whiskers. So there's fox. Jemima Puddle-Duck was snorkeling. Not even the witches of stage and onions made for her suspicious. She went around the farm getting nibbling of the nippets and all of the different sorts of herbs that are used for stuffing roast duck. There's her finding food. And she waddled into the kitchen and 2 onions got out of the basket. The holy duck met her coming out. What are you doing for those onions? What do you do every afternoon by yourself, Jemima Puddle-Duck? Jemima was rather in the awe of Coil. She told him the whole story. The Colin listened. With his wise head on the side, he grinned when he described the polite gentleman with the sandy whiskers. There's the dog talking to the duck. She asked several questions about the wood and about the exact position of the house in the shed. Then he went out and trotted down to the village and went to look for 2 found puppies who were on a walk with their butcher. There's him finding the dogs. Jemima Puddle-Duck went up the cart road for the last time. On a sunny afternoon, she was rather buttoned with bunches of herbs and 2 onions in a bag. She flew over the woods and the lines the opposite of the house. Long, bushy, long-tailed gentleman. There's her walking up the hill. Looks like she's struggling to get up the hill. Just then. He was sitting on a log and sniffed the air. He kept glancing uneasily around the wood. When Jemima alighted with a quiet joke, "Come into the house as soon as you have looked at your eggs. Give me the herbs of omelet. Be sharp." He rather erupted. Never heard him speak like that. He felt surprised and uncomfortable. Looks like the eggs have hatched. So they're over here. Dogs. Looks like the dogs are in the corner. Yep, those are dogs. While she was inside, she heard pattering feet around the back of the shed. Someone with a black nose sniffed at the bottom of the door and then locked it. Jemima became much alarmed. The dogs. A moment afterwards, there were much awful noises, barking and baying, growls and howls, squealing and groans, and nothing more and nothing more was ever seen of that foxy-whiskered gentleman. So there are the dogs chasing after the fox. Presently, he kept open the door of the shed and let Jemima Puddle-Duck out. Unfortunately, the puppies rushed in and gobbled up all the eggs. Before he could stop them, he had a bite on his ear and both the puppies were limping. There were them eating her eggs. Jemima Puddle-Duck was on this shore at home in tears on account of those eggs. They ruined her plans. How dare you? She laid some more in June, and she was permitted to keep them there herself, but only 4 of them hatched. Jemima Puddle-Duck said that was because of her nerves, but she had always been a bad sitter. She had baby ducklings. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not talking about Jemima Puddle-Duck. It's a baby duck. So today was day 8. Tomorrow will be day 9, the Samuel Whiskers. So Happy Easter, everyone. I forgot to say that in the start of the video. The Easter Bunny came and gave us all kinds of treats. So, hope you enjoy your Easter today. I wonder what you're doing. Put it in the comments what you're doing for Easter. And list the dates, because I am obsessed with dates, and I'm very tired. I woke up and did this video as soon as I can. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Enjoy your Easter.